Welcome, everyone, to another brand spanking new episode. Today, we have a lot to share with you. The presidential debates happened. Go Biden, go Trump.
No, both sides are valid. Both sides are valid.
No, Biden's dumb, Trump's dumb.
No.
I'm about to say something really brave. I think both of them are just too old.
That's brave. That's brave.
Okay, now
No
I'm
one
gonna say
said that, I don't
something
think.
truly brave. I don't think people give them enough credit.
That's
I mean, can you imagine doing what they're doing at their age? Come on.
I can't even imagine breathing at their age.
I've got something to say, and I've been wanting to get this off my chest. I think
Spit.
they should
Spit.
kiss.
Whoa. Oh,
I think they should
you don't
make
think-
out.
You wouldn't like that? Enemies to lovers?
No, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, enemies to lovers.
Well, Anissa sent me, we can get off that split screen. What was I talking about? Oh, Anissa sent me a TikTok clip kind of comparing the latest debate to a Romney-Obama debate in like 2012.
It's fucking depressing. There's the Romney Obama, and then there's the Obama and that clip of what's his name? McCain, where the woman's like, and I read that he's an Arab,
Yeah.
and then McCain goes, "No, ma'am." Like
Yeah.
it was a really weird clip as an Arab
Mhm.
watching that, because he's like, it's not like he's like, what's wrong with that? He's like, I mean, good for him for at least like standing up for Obama, but he almost like was like, "No, ma'am, he's a hardworking
Yeah.
American man. He ain't no Arab." Like,
Yeah.
it just felt a little weird.
Yeah, like, you're mistaken.
He's not scum
Yeah.
of the earth. He's
Was it Arab or Muslim?
Arab.
Okay.
She
That's
said
so
Arab.
weird, though, because, I don't know. Anyway. It's pretty easy to call Obama black, I think.
Yeah, I don't. Well, Obama.
Yeah.
Obama rhymes with Osama.
True. It's a
Don't you
little
His
understand?
too...
middle name is Hussein.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What is his middle name? Does he have a middle
Hussein.
name?
It's Hussein.
Hussein.
Is that
Hussein?
facts?
Hussein.
Man.
Barack Hussein. His full name is Barack Hussein Obama.
Wow. And he made it as president
Good
in,
for
in
him.
the U.S. That's...
Because you know why? Because he was like 45 when he ran, and
Yeah.
and he could talk clearly and had ideas.
It is depressing, though, seeing the debates back then versus... I mean, they were actually talking about shit.
Yeah, it almost, like, when you... I know we can get clips from back then that were very polarizing, like, if we really wanted to. Like, you could definitely... Fiona's dismembering Merlin's toy right now.
Hey, Fiona.
It's like this stuffed yak, and she's just going to town.
Sorry to interrupt. She just was...
But I know we can get very polarizing clips, but it felt like there was still like almost like a moment of like sentience
yeah.
where it's like, oh, we're doing a debate, let's shake hands, let's have some like cute little back and forth.
That was the weirdest thing to
And,
me,
yeah.
was that there was no shaking of the hands. They walked to the stage. It almost reminded me of, those clips of like the snails that have the parasites in their,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like, and they're just like,
Uh-huh.
like going to the top of the trees.
Yeah.
That's what they looked like. They were too like, it looked like their
Mhm.
brains were controlled by like a plankton or something,
Yeah.
and they were
Lizards.
both yeah, like legit. And then as soon as Biden opened his mouth, I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
bro is sick.
It was hard. We live streamed it, like watching the debates, and it was rough. Everyone sort of in unison in the chat was like just every
Rough.
time
Depressing.
Yeah.
Biden like was trying to go off king. He was like he was very slow.
Yeah.
Very slow to do so.
It's hard for me to not like, I mean, somebody showed a clip of him in 2019 and then showed like him now, and they were like, this has to be like COVID related. And COVID does.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had
Is
to
this
say-
COVID related?
COVID. I can't hear the word code related anymore. Sorry.
Like a Howie Mandel prolapsed anus reference. But
Yeah.
they were trying to like say like this has to be like related to COVID because his brain, like, because COVID can affect the brain. But I know from personal experience, like 5 years, especially at that age,
That's
is a
such
long,
a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, for 4 years, 5 years, 4.
Yeah. And I
So-
mean, that should be indication enough, I think, at this point to get him out of there.
Definitely.
Because it's, I don't know, like it's a little depressing that the convicted criminal
Yeah.
can be like, this guy can't pass a cognitive test. I'll give him the easiest cognitive test. It's like, come on, dude. Like, it made me sad that wasn't like drilled down more in the reverse is like Trump's convictions.
Yeah.
With all of the, this guy's fucking old and
Bro
get
didn't
him
even
out of there.
Biden didn't even know where he was.
I know, it's sad.
I don't even think he thought he was in our dimension
Yeah.
when he was like having that conversation. So like, I mean, and I think he recently said that he's not being replaced. He's continuing to run.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get it, but whatever. We'll probably be able to keep him alive for another 4 years at least.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think about all of the like the presidential like doctors. There's like a Woody Harrelson movie called like White House Plumbers or something like that.
Is that real?
Yeah.
White
I don't
House
know.
Plumbers?
Yeah, I don't know what the story is. It's like an HBO Max thing or something. But I just saw it the other day because I was looking up Woody Harrelson. Just in my free time.
Woody Harrelson is the coolest person in Hollywood, probably.
I don't know if that's true.
You don't think so?
I just think there was something recently. That's why I was looking him up. I was like, there was something recently that made me fucking be a little sus.
He used to be a hitman.
Yeah, that might be part of it.
Yeah, he used to be a hitman. I think he was involved.
That just makes him kind of cool, though.
That's what I'm saying.
From
I think he was
hitman to
kinda-
Hollywood mogul.
And he looks like it too.
Yeah.
You know when somebody just looks like a hitman? Like
Mhm.
that guy would be scary.
I look like a hitman.
You do look like a hitman, yeah. I mean, I think you need to fuck your teeth up a bit.
Oh, I need to have some quirk that makes me a little bit more
Well, you have
dubious.
like your eyes are scary.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that's intimidating. Even like
Thank
when
you.
you were boxing, your eyes were a very intimidating feature. But I think in order to be a hitman, you need something else. Like maybe if you got a gold tooth.
Oh, to make it a little less. I think you want to be a little bit more inconspicuous. Like if
Yeah.
I weighed like maybe 40 more pounds, like I looked a little bit like chubby,
Yeah.
then I think I'd be a good hitman.
No.
Yeah.
I think your body type good is
Good as hitman.
I think your body type right now is good for hitman. I think it's your hitman qualifications.
Babe, I think your body type good for hitman. If I'm going to be honest, don't be so mean to yourself.
I don't know. I think, but
Thank you. I like that.
Woody
You need some
Harrelson-
glasses, I think. You need some glasses.
Some thick rimmed
Oh.
glasses.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's serial killer. That's just putting you in serial killer.
Oh no,
Hitman.
yeah, I was thinking
Fine line.
I was thinking of my kind of style of glasses.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
thick
Oh.
rim or what do you call
AKA what Anissa said, serial killer style.
Well, I was gonna say that's
No,
like reject reformity, go back to IDub.
IWT.
IWT instead of like reject modern society, go back
Uh-huh.
to monkey.
Mm,
Because if you went back to thick rimmed glasses, you would be going back to
yeah.
the
Kind of.
old.
Did you have thick rimmed glasses?
Oh
before?
yeah, that was what he was
I
known
mean,
for.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. The discussion about thick versus thin rimmed glasses. It's like there's really no in between that people mention.
Yeah.
Basically, thin rimmed glasses would be glasses where you cannot see any rim at all.
No,
basically.
wire rimmed glasses.
Yeah, you got
The-
wire rim.
The wire rim feels more serial killer to me
Mm.
I agree.
by far.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay.
That the wire rim is because that's what they give you in like jail. Is
Wait,
those
they don't-
aviator. They
They
give
don't
you.
give you glasses
I-
in jail.
Yes, they. What do you think? What? What do you? So
Those
if
are
you're
your
legally
glasses.
blind, no, they give you glasses in jail.
Safe ones? Oh,
They give you
right because
glasses.
they don't want you to turn into a shank.
Yeah, they give. There's
Oh.
specific glasses that they give.
I thought you were pulling my leg.
No. They
Well,
and they
even
look
outside
like
of
that.
jail, there's like what's the guy Jeffrey Dahmer? He had like
Yeah.
thin rimmed like big glasses. That's like iconic.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
He was
But-
prepping
It's a
for
part of his
jail.
brand.
Yeah, no.
You can get it. It's on all his merch.
I was gonna say, you know, like YouTubers that have like just the glasses and the whatever
mustache or beard or
or whatever.
like that.
The Jeffrey Dahmer's is the wire rim glasses.
Right.
Yeah, I've got some Jeffrey Dahmer like socks. They're comfy. I've got a Jeffrey Dahmer U2s.
Fuck.
Nice.
No, okay. So, anyways, the point being, if you had like your thick rimmed glasses that you used to have, and you put on 40 pounds,
oh, then I'd be a force.
you'd be scary.
No, I don't think you need. I think I'm thinking of the modern, because my idea of the modern hitman is you ever see The Killer on Netflix with Michael Fassbender? You have a similar body type to Michael Fassbender in that movie specifically.
Yeah.
He's not like bulky. He just is like quick and kind of knows how to like infiltrate places.
Yeah. I mean, your body type right now is like pretty like jack of all trades,
master of none.
Optimal. No. It's just optimal jack of all trades. Like if you need to scale a building, you're way better off than somebody that has, you know,
a few extra pounds.
Yeah.
You need to be nimble.
And isn't as flexible, you know?
True. I think I could use longer fingers if I'm going to be a serial killer.
Why, to pick locks with?
No, just for aesthetic purposes.
Oh.
I feel like if I was a serial killer, I just need an extra.
You
like,
have long
centimeter.
fingers already.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. You have long fingers.
Not really.
Ian,
Yeah, you do.
Hold it up to the.
You have artist
basic.
hands.
No. Those are long.
Those are long.
Oh.
And your toes are long,
Wait,
too.
is there anything on the human body that's like one size, like no matter who you are?
No.
Or that's like within a range, like a believable range? Like, I can imagine there would be crazy nose size variation, maybe crazy finger size variation, but there probably isn't crazy eye size variation.
Oh.
Like the width of
I was
your
going to
eyes.
say the eyeball.
Yeah, the ball.
The ball
maybe,
itself.
Maybe even the ball opening.
No.
The eye socket.
No, I think that the eye socket can be varied because some people, when
Yeah.
people say you have very big eyes, like what's that actress's name who's Furiosa? What's her name? Queen's Gambit lady.
Anna Joy Taylor.
Anna Taylor Thomas Joy. So you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah,
she has big eyes, but I doubt her eyeball is any different size than you and I. It's just she's got big eye openings.
We're gonna have to ask
an
eye doctor. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why.
This is all speculation.
Oh, man, I was gonna say fingernails, and I realized fingernails scale up to the size of
no.
your finger.
I will.
Ian, please do it again.
I will.
Wait, what?
Dude, go up and look at your fingernails.
I will say I have been complimented by nail ladies for having an excellent nail bed. So that's a variation where like you see like the white bottom, or I don't know what the fuck it is.
Is the nail bed what you like sleep on to torture yourself?
No,
or something?
I don't know what specifically a nail bed is. I know it's at the bottom
like
base
one
of your
those
nail.
words that just, if you don't know, if you aren't the one who came up with the term, like you're never gonna fucking figure it out.
Everyone knows what a nail bed is. I'm the only one who doesn't.
Same, me too.
Okay, but you don't get your I'm telling you, there's a lot of people who...
It's a terrible... I couldn't fathom what a nail bed is looking at my finger.
All I know is I have a good nail bed. I've been told by nail techs many times that people would be jealous of my nail bed. That's all I'm saying. So there must be nail variation if...
I gotta look at my fingers like this.
Wait, which one's the feminine one?
That one.
Putting your hand... Yeah,
it's
putting
pretty
your
obvious.
hand out like this.
Let's be real.
As if this isn't feminine.
This is less feminine.
Wait. No, that's feminine. Look at it. Look at your little... Look, that looks manly to me. You're just objectively
That's
looking
so
at
funny.
your nails. You're like, look at my objective nails.
That is like
This-
totally... I can...
This is...
Look at my... I like the way you phrase that. Look at my objective nails. I'm not doing any sort of like extra bullshit. I'm just looking at the meat and potatoes.
Yeah. The flexed out hand seems
No,
way
this-
more masculine than this.
No, because
And
this
the
is a
curl-
fist.
No, fist for who? Yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pretend like you're admiring your nails, and then you go,
Yeah.
That you should do that in boxing.
That's a good serial killer move or
Yeah.
or hitman move.
That's
Hitman
true.
move.
Didn't
Yeah.
Ted Bundy like
Wait,
fake out
serial
women?
killer son or hitman daughter?
Hitman daughter. Hello?
Yeah, that's way cooler. What?
True. Never mind. Never mind. I take it back.
you
What?
just applied the formula without even thinking.
I feel like
I'm in to
all
reverse it.
serial killers that, get away with killing multiple people, they do pussy ass shit. Like Ted Bundy like faked having a broken leg or something.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And then asked for
Yeah.
help, and then someone gave him help, and then he fucking took advantage. They're all fucking
Pussies.
They play on emotions. They're
Yeah.
manipulative like that.
yeah. So
What you're saying is that in order to not be a pussy in that situation, they should just overpower someone right away.
well, I
Just
think they
walk
should
up
just,
and start wrestling with them.
That's what I'm saying. It
Basically.
should be a wrestling
Yeah.
match, and it should be weight class. Like you have to
Right.
weight class, and
You only serial kill people within your weight class.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah. to be fair to society. It's kind of like hunters, instead of using guns, they spear hunt, and they think that they're better than other
Oh,
hunters.
right. Yeah.
'Cause they're like, I'm giving the animal a chance.
True. Yeah. And you have to necessarily
Is that
be
really
more
what they
athletic.
think?
That's what. Some of them, they sit in the trees with spears, and they're like, this is ethical hunting because the
This is
animal has more of a
ethical?
chance. Yeah, no, that's what they do.
Yeah. I mean, depending on what the way you're like hunting the animal, like if you're swimming and you're spear fishing, like that's necessarily like more risk takey for yourself. Like
Yeah.
you're going underwater, you're going into their domain.
I'm talking about deers.
You're having to catch up to
You're
them.
still a predator no matter what you're doing.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
I mean,
deers. I'm also going to clarify.
I've never seen anyone fucking jump on top of a deer and start stabbing it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
That would be cool.
like people who sit in trees and like throw spears at you.
I know, but those guys
That's
are
a
pussy.
thing?
They
They
should be
do that?
using rocks and and tackling the deer.
That's arguably like less ethical because I don't know, like you're gonna fucking miss and you're just gonna injure the deer and let it get away.
well,
Yeah,
Shoot
it's
it
gonna
through
bleed
its
out.
fucking
we watched
center
somebody.
of its heart.
We watched somebody spear hunt.
Really?
Yeah, and they made that argument. That's like basically where I'm talking.
I don't
about.
remember where
It
we
was
saw
a
that.
YouTube video.
I remember watching some old fucker in like a big old raised bed.
I
of,
remember
like,
that,
a
too.
truck, and he was like going through the
Nailed it.
swamps, and he was like
Yeah.
spearing pigs,
Pigs.
maybe.
Yeah. We watched
Yeah.
that too.
I don't
We
know.
were in some weird hunting arc. I will say, as a Canadian in the Midwest, I am not anti-hunting. I think hunting, if you're actually eating the meat. and
Well, you're
it's-
Canadian, so
Well, I'm just saying, if you're actually eating the meat and you're being like ethical about it, like
I know. But hunting is like Canadian culture. It's like hard
No,
to
it's true.
deny your roots. You know.
yeah, it is Canadian culture. I'm just if you're someone who eats meat, it's better to be hunting than to farm, like to get it from some mass farm where the animals are being treated like shit. At least they
Right.
were like living a good life,
Mhm.
and then like if you're eating meat, that's the big caveat.
Yeah.
If you're not
Mhm.
eating meat, then like obviously,
Yeah, there's a lot of people who do the just like killing animals.
yeah, the killing
without
animals
much
for-
of or trophy or
Yeah.
whatever else.
They
Whatever
just
other
like killing.
reasons. Yeah, true.
I don't like trophy hunting, period. Hunting for your family where like you get a moose or a deer and you put it in the freezer and that's what you eat for the next whatever. Like I respect that more than like buying the chicken that had its beak fucking ripped off from birth so it doesn't peck the other chickens because they're too close to each other in a farm.
Man, so many
a lot
tips and
of-
tricks in the animal
Tricks.
what is it, animal farming industry.
Yeah, tips
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
tricks.
You wouldn't-
throw the male chicks in the meat grinder.
Right.
Fucking YouTube video top 10 tips and tricks for killing animals.
Yeah, did I see a video? There was a horrible video that I saw where it was just like mechanical separation of like the male and female chicks
Oh God.
or
yeah.
something. Oh no. I think it wasn't even mechanical. They were just going through like a worker and they're just fucking flinging.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
They were just flinging the fucking male chicks like wherever the fuck they wanted, and if they were on like a conveyor belt and shit.
Yeah,
And I'm
no,
like,
it's bad.
Jesus Christ! Like they're just like falling through little slats and
Yeah.
rotting in there.
No, it's horrible.
It's like next level.
That's why like we've tried to like cut meat. I mean, it's like meatless Mondays, meatless Tuesdays. I'd say we've cut meat consumption in half for us.
Meat consumption in half. Yeah, although we are on a Costco kick right now.
Yeah,
so we're trying to see what is good at Costco.
Yeah.
It's crazy how, like, I don't know, we were avoiding Costco for a long time because I hate being in that environment. I hate having a big ass fucking shopping cart. It feels so cringe to be attached. Just like driving a car around in a very like walkable city.
Yeah.
You feel attached to this big old piece of shit.
I know.
And it feels terrible. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be in your way. And everyone else is doing it. It feels like we're a bunch of kids.
Yeah, no,
It's like, can we not?
It's overstimulating. It's shitty. I don't like it. We do it every like 2 weeks. We just like stock up. If anybody listening like has good vegetarian, high protein Costco picks, let us know.
Let us know. Oh, and we also watched this guy. Oh my gosh, the deal guy or something.
Oh yeah,
and he gives us the lowdown every month or every 2 weeks about all the latest Costco deals.
Yep.
And he's this weird, like, I don't know, 40-something-year-old man who just
he dresses in a suit for the video.
He reminds me of like a fucking Pee Wee Herman type.
Yeah,
he's
he does.
So strange. I don't get it.
It's the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Too exuberant.
Yeah.
It's like
exuberant with
like
not much
way
substance.
Too
Like it feels like it's not coming from. It's like a ventriloquist vibe where it feels like it's not coming from within him.
Yeah.
It's like being projected.
Capitalism is the puppeteer, and he is basically just sitting there saying, another good deal at Costco.
Yeah, it's very AI.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's talking about all sorts of things like, this is a great hair care product for women. And I'm like, does your wife tell you that? Or like, where do you get this from?
Yeah, where's that information?
Because there's a lot of different deals at Costco. And I'm just like, he doesn't really separate like the good from the bad deals. He just goes through all of the deals.
He does, but I will say that he sometimes does say how much like you're saving buying it at Costco versus other places.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And that I appreciate.
Costco's fucking weird.
Yeah.
They sell you like gift cards to places for like a discounted rate.
Yeah.
So it's like you can buy, I don't know, like you can get $100 worth of Outback Steakhouse dollars for $80.
Yeah, that always confused me. I don't.
Money's on sale.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It freaks me out. But I'm glad that we're doing Costco because we've been saving mad money.
Yeah.
With Costco.
Yeah, it's good.
But I think that
Costco's
is
awesome.
Every time we talk about like
that's awesome.
That's awesome. Every time we talk about animals and like meat consumption, I don't know. We were doing so well with. There was a time where we were eating meat like maybe once a week, and then we started trying to save money, and it became increased. Man, it's fucking hard to shop at Costco and avoid
meat's
products.
big part of food.
Well,
meat
our
is a
culture,
big part of food.
It's a big part of our
yeah.
culture's food, not everyone's cultures.
But
a lot of cultures.
Yeah, for sure, a lot of cultures. But
I think of like India and China.
India
like
does not have a lot of.
No,
it's a lot of vegetarian. It's a lot of like paneer and like peas.
Yeah,
and, like
that's what I mean.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Like those are the only two big cultures I can think of that don't.
Mediterranean eats like a lot of fish, but they're actually not like as
Just because of
big
the
on-
location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, even Japan does like a lot of soy, a lot of like, fish and
Yeah, but they're a fishing country.
yeah. So
On the subject of the animal thing, Ian, do you remember? I just remembered this. Do you remember when we found that channel that was just like thousands of videos of a guy filming a deer or an animal or something in the back of a truck, like he just caught it and he just films it for like 10 seconds and then like posts it, and they had like thousands of views and no
what the
comments.
fuck?
yeah,
And it was really we felt like we stumbled into something that we shouldn't have stumbled into.
That's so
yeah,
scary.
it did feel very black market-esque.
Yeah, our theory is that they're like selling these exotic animals online, and like the reason why the videos have views is because they're being embedded on a site somewhere where they can like auction off animals that they find.
Yeah, it's some of them are like feel regular-ish enough because you're just like, oh, that's just some form of deer. Like, okay,
Yeah.
But yeah, there were some animals that were a little bit more exotic. It was like deer, llama, deer, and then some like fucking big ass 12-foot goat.
Wow.
Not 12-foot goat.
Go.
Yeah.
I'm like struggling to think of what we had actually seen because a lot of the
I
animals
wanna
were
say-
ambiguous.
I don't remember if this is true. I'm pretty sure we saw a zebra or two, and we
Yeah.
were really confused.
Oh,
We were
okay.
like, "What?
Yeah.
A zebra? Where
Mhm.
do you get that?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and we came across that via Petit tube.
Huh?
Yeah, Petit
What's
tube.
that?
Petit tube. It's where you go to find little things that are small and petite.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
I've tried to. I've
She's creeped out. She's creeped
It
out.
sounds like
Petit
a
tube.
weird fetish.
No.
No.
I will say though, Dane,
It was French.
it
Huh.
did look like a weird fucking like it was themed creepily. It was like black and red.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like an old like website from like 2005.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah. What's the
its
premise
function?
of it? Yeah.
Its function was quite simple. All you did was you pressed the button, and then it would show you a video that had no views on YouTube.
Oh.
And so that was like a huge source of entertainment for me, because videos that have no views are the most creepypasta, like just out of context shit. Because it's usually just people who upload videos from their phone to like show their dad or something, but like don't expect anyone to watch it because they have 0 subscribers on their account. So like you'd see like just random weird ass video, like all completely out of context. I don't know if that website's still up. I think it got taken down at some point and then reinstated. But while it was down, I tried to get one of my coder like website familiar friends to make it again. But he said that a big problem with it is that YouTube rate limits searches.
Oh.
So I think that like YouTube doesn't really like it when those kinds of sites exist, but it's unfortunate because YouTube's website doesn't allow you to search for videos with no views. I wish
Man,
it did.
Yeah,
Because it's very fun.
It's still alive.
they should have
Okay, good.
a random button on YouTube.
Oh,
They really
dude.
should.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would
man.
be amazing.
they should
I
have a-
feel
I would
like
use
the
the shit out of that.
content that would come out of that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Man, we should pitch that to YouTube. We're the smartest people ever.
Well, I mean, it just reminds me of on Wikipedia, they have a random article link.
Mhm. Or I'm
Yeah.
feeling lucky on
Yeah,
Google.
like I
On
don't know. I
Google.
think that makes discovery a lot more interesting.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was watching
Especially since like the huge majority of videos that are uploaded to YouTube are not YouTube videos the way that we think of them.
Right.
They're just
True.
random shit, and it's so funny.
I think they've updated the website in I think a good way. They've basically made it down to its like a bare bones functionality, where I
Yeah.
think before it had like a little bit of some extra stuff.
Flare.
Now it's just Petit Tube, and there's no buttons on the website. It's literally just an embedded video, and to roll again, you just refresh the page.
Right. that was
Um,
how it worked the last time I tried it,
Okay.
which was like probably a year ago. But yeah, I recommend anyone checking that little site out. It's very
Yeah.
funny, and
We-
it's funny if you find, and I don't know, this might be racist or something, but if you find the if you find random out of context Arabic language funny, then it's very funny because a lot of it is uploaded by people driving around in the desert in like, I don't know, Iraq or something, while their radio is like blasting Arabian music, and it's like, why is this person filming this? And like, it's just so funny. It's so random. It's like, it's great.
Yeah, I wish there were some like filters that you could put on it, because kind of like when I'm playing GeoGuessr, continually getting like Serbia is very annoying, and I'm like, I want to get the fucking US. There's a lot of roads here. Same thing with Petit Tube. I want to get some random American
I like
slop.
the chaos. I like the chaos. You do get a few American videos here and there. I think the most memorable ones that I found like a 6-year-old kid like just ranting about his day at school, and he was like Joey was bothering me today. He kept flicking erasers at my head or something. And I shared it with a bunch of my friends, and we all went and commented and be like, Joey sounds mean. Like, you should, like, we were basically encouraging him, be like, keep trucking on, kid. And it's very funny to find these like extremely hidden gems like literally no one's ever going to find. And then just kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know, interacting with them just to jump scare them.
That's why I like TikTok. I like TikTok because you get recommended pretty often, like very low viewed
Yes, those are
videos.
all my favorite types
Yeah.
of TikTok videos.
Yeah. Man, I feel like that is there's something to that. I feel like there should be functionality built in for that.
I think, yeah, well, in a world where like we're lacking a lot of like small random interactions, having like options to watch things that aren't like the thing that everyone is watching is kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, what I've been struggling with a little bit lately is like you need to have like your own tools that you've like developed over the years to find like hidden gems on YouTube in particular. Because basically every tool that you used to have, they've been like cutting back on, like organizing videos by, different filters, specifying things. Like I used to randomly type in words on the YouTube search bar with the intention of organizing it by like latest upload.
Oh yeah.
And then seeing some wacky shit.
I remember
you can kind of do that still, but I want to say that they basically cluttered it with a lot of like, you don't want to watch this shit. Here's a Mr. Beast video that maybe is slightly related to the random word that you were trying to search.
So the algorithm is like algorithming too hard.
It's doing it too hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
And that's just my complaint about the internet in general. You can't search for anything anymore. Like you can, kind of, but
they're
like
making it harder.
What
and
we're
harder.
describing, yeah, exactly. What we're describing is like they're taking away our ability to sort by new.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
why can't we do that? I just want to see what's the new Like you can't even do that on Twitter anymore. It's infuriating. I see tweets that I would like to reply to, but they were posted 3 days ago and no one cares anymore. Like, why would I ever interact with that? It's like, the fucking joke is done. Like everybody has already said all they need to say. Why am I seeing this 3 days later? I would have interacted with it if I could see it now.
Point.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Twitter has lost that immediacy because I remember that was like the reason you were on Twitter. Is like when I would go on and like refresh it, I would expect to see 1 second ago, 10 seconds ago, a minute ago.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my God. I didn't even notice that went away.
Yeah. I mean, it feels close enough because you can find things posted within the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll throw random shit at you now.
God.
If it's viral enough.
It's going viral.
How viral are you? That's what Elon says.
Now it's like super rare if you're early on like a video or like a tweet where like it feels like you shouldn't be there almost.
Yeah.
So strange.
What am I gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh no, the stage is mine. Sorry, I feel like we went on a giant tangent.
No, it's great.
Okay.
That's great. I was only going to start the podcast by saying, by playing a little bit of a game.
Oh.
And the game is just, it's going to be quick. Today's Saturday, June 29th, the day we're recording it.
Yep. Oh, it was my birthday. I'm 31, by the way.
Oh, congratulations.
Yep. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Anyways, sorry. Continue.
Another year, another beer.
Another victory for the OGs. You guys have to guess what national day it is. Now, I'll tell you, there are many options.
Oh.
And whoever's closest wins a sensual back rub.
Ooh, I think one of us wants that way more than the other one. And I'm not going to say who.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
There are... I'll say one is nature related, one is technology related, and one is food related.
Okay, well, I had one that came to my brain right away, like I was having a psychic moment, like the spirits were speaking to me, and it was National Mac and Cheese Day. So I don't know if that's related, but that's what spirit told me.
Okay, well, spirit's wrong. Dane, do you have a food related guess?
I think that it's National Corn on the Cob Day.
So we got corn on the cob, and we got mac and cheese.
Yep.
Which would you say of those things? No. I'm just going to give it to Dane. Dane is closer, but in a very obtuse way. It's National Almond Butter Crunch Day.
What the fuck is
That's
that?
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
Well,
That's so specific.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a food.
I don't know what Almond Butter Crunch is, but that
They
is
really
today.
can't think of 365 common foods
I don't think so.
to where they're saying
That was
almond
definitely
butter crunch.
submitted, though, by someone who's trying to popularize their Almond Butter Crunch
Right.
Dessert.
dessert.
They're like,
All
yeah, we'll
right.
give you June 29th. That one's free.
That one's free. Oh, by the way, there's no. This isn't official or anything. We're just gonna put it down on our website.
Yeah.
Hope you're okay with that. Okay, the technology related one.
I think it's National iRobot Dog Day.
Oh, iRobot Dog. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That little toy as a kid.
Yeah,
as
that
a
played
tyke.
tunes.
Yeah, that thing was sick.
Yeah, that's what I think that it is.
That dog feels so Y2K.
It is. Well,
Like you
there was a see-through colored
version. Yeah.
before that
Oh.
that I was obsessed with. And then I think they copied that design.
Yeah. I think the see-through casing for electronics is coming back.
I hope so.
I think
fucking love that shit.
Samsung or one of these companies is working on one right now, and it
Ugh.
looks sick.
I love that. Okay, Dane, your turn.
I think it's National Cybercrime Awareness Day.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Okay, no, Anissa got this one. It's
Nice.
National Camera Day.
Oh,
Oh,
Camera day.
that-
So physical object.
No,
that's
yeah,
you're
yeah.
close.
Nice.
Very
Okay.
close.
I was thinking about going National Telephone Day, but I thought that was too basic. But
Yeah.
Camera Day is also really basic.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, now this one is a nature-related one. What day is it when it comes to nature?
Natural sitting inside and listening to the storm day.
Oh, interesting. I think you might be close, depending on what Dane says.
Okay, well, you just gave Dane a massive hint.
It's not going to be a hint at all.
Okay.
I think it's National Bird of Paradise Day,
Ooh.
where we
Okay.
celebrate the
Oh,
flower,
man.
the bird of paradise.
I
This
like
one
that.
is tough. I don't know who to give it to.
Me.
Dane really wants that sensual
Okay,
background.
Me.
It's International Mud Day.
Oh my god.
Now, I was going to go with Anissa because she said storm, and storms cause mud.
Yeah.
But Dane said a physical object, which is a bird of paradise.
No, that's that. You should give it to Anissa. She was closer, I think.
You should
Mud
go
and
on-
mud is so funny. It's National Mud Day. Fucking
I like
scoop
mud.
up a chunk of mud for us.
Yeah. How are you celebrating National Mud Day?
I'm having a mud bath with my grandma.
I'm having a mud pie. You can't do that.
We
You
should
gotta wait for National Mud Pie Day.
we should mud wrestle to celebrate.
You should go to Red Robin and get the mud pie thing that you were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Wait, we have to go to Red Robin tonight.
We're not gonna go to Red Robin
Oh,
tonight.
Sorry for putting that
shit.
in her head, Ian. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're going to. We could go on a VR date at Red Robin.
I don't want that.
VR day.
I don't want that. You can't.
We
need-
only have one VR headset though, so we'll have to pass it back and forth.
Can we order the mud pie to the house?
Oh, but then put on the headset and eat the mud pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called compromise.
I think you can DoorDash from Red Robin, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but would the mud
But
pie
it's gonna
hold
be
up?
$50 for
Yeah,
one
you're just
mud
gonna.
pie.
I was gonna say.
God. Fuck that. DoorDash
Yeah.
sucks. I want that company to rot.
Well, Uber, all of them suck ass.
True.
They should all rot.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
They fucking
True.
tricked us. They got us comfortable. They said, "Don't worry, we'll deliver food. It won't be that much more expensive." And then all of a sudden, fucking what has it been 10 years later and we're paying like $30 for delivery. And
Yeah.
the food items are more expensive on Uber. They trick you.
And they shit
Mhm.
in the food.
Sometimes, probably.
Yeah.
There's
I found a
probably
big
been-
fucking log.
There's
big
probably
fucking log
been
of
one
shit.
case
Yeah.
of that happening, actually.
I ate it because I was hungry, but there was there was a huge log of shit in my food,
Hmm.
And it really peeved me off.
and I said I didn't order this. Takes a bite. Not too bad though.
Takes picture. Sends to Uber.
They shit in the food. That's awesome.
Explain this.
There was a poop in the food. That's awesome.
So yeah, life's good. Life's good.
Ermagerd. Goosebumps.
I did want to talk to you guys about Goosebumps.
Oh.
Do you guys remember the those books?
Yeah, no.
I never read. I was not a Goosebumps boy. I was an Animorphs kid.
You weren't
Well,
a
that's sick.
Goosebumps guy?
No, Animorphs was the one.
Choose Your Own Adventure Goosebumps? You didn't fucking read those?
No, I read Animorphs instead.
I read
How many
both.
times does he have to say it for you to get it through your thick fucking skull? He's an Animorphs kid.
I read.
What the fuck are you?
I feel
You're
like
a Goosebumper.
Yeah, you look like a Goosebumper.
doesn't everybody read both?
No, I only did
No.
Goosebumpers.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel
Goosebumps.
like you gotta pick one.
I had Goose Pimplies while I read the Goosebumps.
You have to agree. Objectively, the covers on Goosebumps was way better than the Animorphs
Yes.
covers.
Actually, we should reach out to that artist
Ooh.
if they're alive and kicking,
Yeah.
because that shit is fly.
Yeah. No, so good.
I'd love them to make a mural of a dog or
Yeah.
getting fucking biting someone's leg off or something.
I used to read Goosebumps because my older brother, was obsessed with them, and there was like a few that really sat with. And then there was that show where there was like
Are
this
you afraid of the dark?
slimy maggot
I
puppet.
hated that show
Oh my god, it made me
Wait,
sick.
why did you hate it?
Because it made me sick.
because I it was scary.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I didn't know
It
if
made
it
me
was like,
sick.
that was cringe. That
No,
shit
no.
was cringe, and I was above it.
The fact that they had a puppet
Yeah.
that was slimy, that's
They had a lot of bad stuff.
foul.
Yeah, that would be a great one to watch with the community, I think. The Are You Afraid of the Dark stuff.
Make me want to vom.
I will say the fucking covers were great. Like the textured, the raised textured, because
Oh my
there's nothing
God.
like that.
I forgot that they used to do
That
that.
made it so premium.
Yeah.
You like felt the little goosebump
wanted to
raised
collect
edge.
all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those books, and then the white books that just had like animals or like history, like it was like Rome, ancient Rome, and then it was like this white book. That
yes.
those were precious.
Those ones were like more. Those weren't like I mean, you can call them kids' books, but they were more intellectual.
Yeah, and they were very.
They were
precious
like meant to
me.
give you information
Yeah.
about Rome.
Yeah, like ancient. I loved the dog one. They had a dog one. They had a cat one. They
I do
had,
vaguely remember that.
and I studied those like the Bible. All the like dog facts, like dog breed facts that I give to you are because I studied the white book from when I was like in grade 2, like the Bible. Like I thought it was the coolest shit ever.
While you were playing hopscotch, I was studying the White Bible.
Well, while you were studying the White Bible, I was reading Captain Underpants and laughing at doo-doo.
Captain Underpants is another good one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about Captain Underpants. Man, if anybody's below like the age of 30,
Oh,
listening
they
to
are
this right now,
not
they have no
gonna
idea what the
be
fuck is going on.
enjoying this.
Yeah.
People know what Animorphs is because of the meme, though.
Oh,
Right.
that's true. Also, like, isn't it a fetish thing? I think Adam was telling us like there's a fetish
Oh,
in the
morph, yeah,
furry community.
morphers.
Oh, like
Yeah.
TFing.
TFing. That's what it's
Yeah.
called. Yeah. So, I mean, there's probably a lot of furries that know what it is,
yeah.
even if it's like a meme.
I wonder if Animorphs created the earliest furries.
No. Because furries were before Animorphs. Furries, there was like a guy who started the whole thing back in. He was like
the
a
80s or something.
Yeah, he was like a cartoonist or a comic or something, and he
Well,
started having
he
these...
reviewed anime. He was like an anime
oh,
reviewer.
that's what it was. And I think he had like a hot mouse lady, like anthropomorphic.
He had a
character.
hot mouse girlfriend.
Yeah, something like that. That's the origin.
Weird back then,
I-
but
In Japan,
really cool now.
Really cool.
in Japan, the furries in Japan are like on another level. If you look at their fursuiting, it's like so fucking cool.
Yeah. What's the most common animal for dentity?
Isn't it?
Well,
Wouldn't it be a wolf?
It's a husky.
In Japan, I mean.
Oh, in Japan.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if it's common, but the ones that I was looking at are there's like this one artist who coined it's like a dragon bird like
hybrid thing.
Hybrid. It's like an original design, and I saw like the people that I was looking at in Japan, their costumes kind of looked more like
right.
It was more ambiguous. There were some cats, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like adapting to like what is possible is like kind of a good thing for the space.
Yeah.
Because it feels a little bit more like a little bit more of its own thing rather than just being like, yeah, how do we figure out how to make fucking like dog fur?
I didn't know that there's like closed communities in the furry space.
Like, what do you mean?
So the guy who there's like certain animals that have been designed and made by artists that like you have to like either pay or ask permission to like get that species made for you in a suit.
The species.
Yeah, and there's like meetings, like there's closed species in the furry community. So like you have to like ask for permission before entering, and then they have like meetings at
it's pretty
conventions.
gatekeepy.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the argument of like, you know, it's somebody's design, somebody like made it up. They like
but the design is like, isn't that like? I mean, I understand taking someone's design for sure, because it's still like the artist's art.
So if the species is the design, that's where it kind of gets. I think that's the because I think the one that everybody talks about is the bird dragon one.
Bird dragon thing.
I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
But it's like a closed.
It's hard. There's not too many options.
No.
You know?
I mean, you could make your own species.
Species. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That bird dragon thing is okay.
Yeah, that's the closed species.
Right, because it's not an official animal.
Yes. Yeah, this artist.
I thought you were saying that people were like, hands off salamanders, you liberals.
No, it has to be like a newly made species.
I get you. Okay, that's cool. So like, okay, people making like kind of hybrids on their own, and that does make sense, because that is like a lot of the art and imagination of it is like people are sitting down there and really like thinking and like character designing for themselves. Like, and this what guy, am I?
He's like very passionate about it. He brings like a little whistle in his costume and communicates only through chirps.
Wow, that's next level.
Yeah, so there's like behavioral mannerisms, and it's like a whole thing. I didn't know that there was such a thing as closed designs, and it's seen as like bad manners if you were to show up in what they got, and they know that you didn't. You know, ask
it doesn't take a lot to, especially. I mean, if you're entering the community, it's like you want to be a part of it. So, like, at a minimum, just starting to make these relationships or just even asking questions, I'm sure that's, you know, easy enough to do. And it probably does feel pretty offensive for someone to just send it. Like,
show up and like...
Imagine that. Like, I interpret Logan Paul as one of these guys who like just fucking inserts himself into communities.
Yeah.
And, you know, he obviously did it with the Pokemon thing. I'm sure he loves Pokemon, but, you know, bro doesn't, like, live and breathe it. He lives and breathes fucking revenue.
Yeah.
And I think he recently did it with, like, Tetris or some video game. And it would be so, like, funny and disrespectful to do for him to do that in the furry community.
I would love...
But I could see it. I could see him going, like... Yeah, this furry community is crazy, and like I can get a lot of like new fans and supporters by showing that I really care.
Yeah,
I would and just like stealing some shit.
Logan Paul should have his persona arc, because he would absolutely be like a golden retriever.
Yeah,
like floppy-eared mechanic golden retriever persona, like pure like yellow golden retriever, and he would just like run around like, you know. I think
he'd gain my respect if he chose something like something a little fucking creepy and like not cool.
Yeah, I don't think it's in him.
Like a platypus or something.
I don't think it's in him to choose anything other than a dog.
His fucking like clothing line, or I guess what he calls himself, is Maverick.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just not someone who wants to take a risk.
Yeah, that's
creatively.
Which is ironic because Maverick is.
I know.
But that is very common, isn't it? Like whatever you say that you are, you usually are the opposite.
What persona would Fred have?
Fred, like Fred, the high pitched YouTuber.
Yeah, the YouTuber.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about Freddie Wong, the other YouTuber.
Freddie Wong Wonka Jump.
Wonka Jump.
no,
Whittaway.
Fred would be Annoying Orange, the persona.
I like that. A turducken of fucking annoying.
Yeah. No, I think Fred would be like some sort of rodent. Probably a mouse.
Oh yeah. I could see that. Or a stoat.
Stoat, maybe. No, he's not.
Hamster.
Hamster.
Yeah.
He's not sly enough to be a stoat.
Or
You know what I
squirrel.
mean? Squirrel, definitely a squirrel. Squirrel or mouse, I think. What about Markiplier? What would Markiplier's persona be?
Golden Retriever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would be like a husky that's black and white, like with like striking patterns and blue eyes.
I imagine him as like one of those cats from that Cats movie.
Oh.
Like where they look really, it looks really bad.
Yeah.
Can't you imagine his face on that? Like in bed.
Yeah.
Oh. And then I think Jacksepticeye actually would be the cat. I think he'd be a green cat.
A green cat.
Oh,
You got to fit with the brand.
Irish.
Yeah, neon green cat.
No, I think he'd be I think he'd just be a regular cat.
Really?
Yeah, the color of his natural hair.
So you think Markiplier would be like a
He could
husky?
be a realistic looking cat.
Very realistic.
Okay.
Nothing flamboyant.
Wow. So Markiplier would be like black and white, striking pattern, like sharp lines type husky with blue eyes.
Yeah.
And then Jacksepticeye would just be like
Regular street cat.
regular street cat.
Yeah.
And that would be
Alley
their-
cat.
Alley cat. He's got the
Yeah.
morals of an alley cat
Yeah.
too, I heard. Just kidding.
That was a Biden quote.
Yeah.
Or wait, was that a Biden quote?
Yeah, it was. It was a Biden quote.
Yeah.
He got the
I can't
morals.
believe that. The morals of an alley cat. What the fuck do you mean by that?
What are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
I don't know.
Should have said that you got the morals of an aristocat.
Yeah.
That would have been sick. I honestly, there were so many times watching that where I was like, I could have seen my dad saying something like that. Like
Yeah.
years ago.
Morals of an alley cat. What would be a better thing to say instead of an alley cat? Like saying you got the morals of a crocodile. I like that.
No, crocodiles are
Yeah.
very moral. Didn't you hear about how they saved a dog that jumped into the water? They felt bad for him. They helped him
For
out.
every one dog they save, they kill 10,000.
What?
Let's be real.
Who's telling you that? Are they calling you up every time?
That's just facts.
Oh, I thought, wasn't there an article that was like, crocodiles feel empathy? Look at them. They saved this
I don't
dog."
know. That was like some bullshit in like India where it was just like it was special and worth reporting on because of how rare it is.
No, it's fair.
Whereas like a dog on its own will just casually save a fucking burning orphanage.
Okay, so you think dogs are more epic than crocodiles?
Oh yeah, dogs moral. They get it.
Dogs are
Mainly because
moral.
we teach them to be moral.
Well, that's
They're
interesting.
social animals. I don't know
Yeah.
if crocodiles necessarily have like pack
Yeah,
mentality.
maybe we define the morals of a something as an animal that isn't social and there's just kind of a piece of shit.
I would say
overall.
like he could have said like you have the morals of a jackal, hyena.
Hmm,
Those things disembowel animals while they're still alive.
true.
I know,
What
but at least they're a
animals-
part of a community.
Yeah, but
You know?
they've all agreed that that's how they do things around here.
yeah, but
What's a jackal's morals? They probably have some. They're just within.
maybe jackal's better because those guys are fuckers.
Yeah.
They wait until somebody else hunts something and then they trick it to like look away and they snatch food while the
Okay, so which animal do you think has the most pathetic way of like acquiring food?
jackal.
Do you think
jackals-
jackal's the most
Yeah.
pathetic? I feel like there's got to be others that are like uniquely like literally wouldn't survive unless they were taking food from others.
Jackal.
Really?
Yeah, they
Would it be like a rat?
No, rats are
Because surely jackals can fucking kill a rabbit on their own.
No, I don't think their hunting success rate is that great. Jackals definitely like are the ones that when there's a kill, they like see birds and like the lion feasting, they'll like wait. One of them will kind of like piss off the lion will like look away, and the other will run in and grab food and run away.
Yeah.
They're scavengers. They're just nasty little scavengers. Look up hunting success rate of a jackal. I'm curious.
Hunting success rate.
Yeah, hunting success rate of
Well,
a
I
jackal.
should just look up, like, who's the fucking shittiest animal alive?
I just want to know if their success rate is... Because I'm sure they do eat mice and stuff from time to time. Or, like, maybe that's the majority of their diet. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
well, I'm saying that rats are probably the most iconic scavenger.
Crows.
Oh, my gosh.
Or buzzards.
This is annoying.
They eat carrion.
I look it up, and they immediately want to give us, like, the success rate of, like, us killing jackals.
Oh. Well, we already know what that is. It's 100%.
I don't get this. Random statistics popping up thanks to Google AI. Thanks to the Google DeepMind.
Maybe type in, where do jackals get most of their nutrients?
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, because then we'll learn if jackals are... the mask that you have beside you is kind of the mask of a jackal.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a husky. That's a Mexican husky.
Mexican husky.
Golden jackals consume 54% animal food and 46% plant food. They're very opportunistic foragers with a very varied diet, which consists of young gazelles, rodents, especially during the winter, hares, ground birds, etc.
Okay, so clearly they do hunt.
Yeah.
But
I think there's something out there. We'd have to do the research, but I think it's going to involve me typing right now in Google, who's the shittiest animal?
it's probably crows. They're not shitty, but they're smart, right? They wait for roadkill, and then they eat the roadkill. They don't even have to do anything. Like, cities provide everything they need.
The word's immoral. I was typing in moralist.
Immoral. You're asking who's the most immoral animal?
I said evil. Evil and immoral animal.
It's the most evil. Oh, the Komodo dragon is the most evil because it just bites them on the ankle and gives them a nasty infection and waits till they
true.
die. That's fucked, actually.
I love Quora. Okay, next time I'm going to do a Quora section of the podcast where we go over some fucking insane Quora questions and answers because
it's the new Yahoo Answers.
Yeah, it's just so good. What is the single most evil animal in existence? Not necessarily dangerous.
Evil?
First,
Sorry.
I'll describe some runners-up for the most evil award. The tarantula hawk is an absolute jerk face.
True.
As far as spiders go, tarantulas are really pretty nice spiders, and the tarantula hawk is the diametric opposite. It's basically a huge wasp that uses tarantulas as a living meal for its offspring. Its sting is extremely painful, but most horrific is that it doesn't kill its tarantula prey item. It just paralyzes the poor creature so the tarantula hawk's offspring can feed on the living spider at their leisure.
Yeah, I will say also, I learned today that there's that dude that insect dude that let all the insects bite him and sting him and decide on like what scale, like, how bad it is.
Are you talking Brave Wilderness, or are you talking about
Coyote
the original
Peterson?
guy?
The original guy.
Okay.
And he said that the tarantula hawk is a 4, which means needs medical attention. And he said it lasts for 2 hours. The pain.
Yeah. Imagine how much. Well, yeah, it's probably a lot more painful for the poor little tarantula.
Oh.
We're talking 24 hours of hell.
Well, he's getting eaten, so.
You know what it probably is? It probably is like that scene in Naruto where where that one guy puts him in hell and it feels like it's a million hours have passed.
Oh, you're talking about Uchiha.
Uchiha. He Uchiha'd him.
Uchiha.
Times 10. Yeah, and he's like basically getting tortured inside his own mind. I bet you that's what's happening.
Uchiha.
That's fucked up.
This is
One of the funniest
He's using a
videos. One of the funniest videos I've seen is Coyote Peterson tries to get like a bee beard
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But they all just sting him in the face instead.
Oh, my
And the
God.
video just ends. He's like, his face is swollen. He's like, yeah, they all stung me.
That's insane. Dude, that shit creeped me out so much as a kid, seeing these people with like their arm or their
I
face
know.
covered in bees. It's just like, that's like a fetish.
Yeah.
Why are you letting them things crawl all over
Yeah.
you like that? You like
Yeah.
the feeling a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, yeah.
Next, I reluctantly submit the killer whale.
True.
Although they're beautiful and smart, killer whales seem to enjoy torturing their food. Sea lions, for example. And they also are not above killing other whales. They're very smart beasts, but they're not very nice at all.
Yeah.
They're evil.
Closer to home, we have chimpanzee.
True.
Chimps are genetically the closest relative to humans, and they're also quite barbaric. While they mostly survive on fruits and small animals, they also cooperatively hunt in groups, and they're very successful at catching smaller monkeys like the Columbus species.
Wait, I have a question. I thought the bonobo was closest related to us, not chimpanzees.
Well, who knows? It's close enough.
Yeah.
You know, we're probably talking like between 96 and 90 or 95 and 96%, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
We're close to bananas, too.
I like how every time we talk about anything science related, somebody in the comments like, these bitches don't understand.
We always say
Physics.
that we don't get it.
I don't
It's
get
very
it.
obvious. I think in the last one, we made it very clear that we didn't understand how, what was it, electricity?
Induction heat.
Yeah.
Listen.
We didn't know how it worked specifically.
Yeah. I took applied sciences. Okay? Because I was dumb. I couldn't even take like specifically chemistry or specifically physics. The only science class I could take was biology. And for some reason, I was okay with that. The other two, I wasn't. I took applied sciences. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about 98% of the time. I'm just having fun.
Yeah, true.
Oh, also,
That's what we should name this podcast. Just having fun.
I did find out that I definitely have dyscalculia or whatever the fuck that shit's called.
What does that mean?
It's like dyslexia, but for math.
Oh,
I have that for sure.
interesting.
Yeah,
I believe
The
that.
symptoms that they were reading out, I was like, holy shit, I have all of those.
It's so interesting when Anissa comes up with like a thing that she thinks that she has, whatever it is, maybe autism, maybe dyscalculia.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's
what it
certain
is.
things where she's like, she has the idea, and I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. You're overthinking it. With something like that, I'm like, I'm so on board. I'm like,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
The number
Because
one.
I've seen too many examples where it's like, wait a minute, like you're having a hard time differentiating between right and left right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
that
I
one's
can
pretty bad.
understand why numbers would be difficult.
So the biggest symptoms are like panicking when simple math questions are asked, not being able to like even
It's
learn.
weird though, because I get that.
Yeah, but I think you've got a bit of what
What's
I have
9
too.
plus 10?
Don't even
19.
ask me that
19.
fucking question right now.
No, it's 21.
21.
Oh,
The other one is hold on, I lost my train of thought. There was not like panicking and shutting down when basic math, not being able to learn basic multiplication, division, things like that, because I couldn't memorize the multiplication tables at all.
okay. I'm realizing that what actually panics me is not the math itself.
Yeah.
It is the social pressure of like I'm being asked a question in front of the class.
Yeah.
I'm on someone's YouTube channel. There's some sort of expectation that you should know this.
Yeah.
And even if it was like in this podcast, I think there would be a little bit of that anxiety or panic.
Yeah.
But if I'm alone and there's some amount of like just figure this out, I'm so down.
No, I can't. My brain like panics. The
Yeah.
other one that really got me was not being able to read time. Not being able to read time on an analog clock,
Oh, that's so confusing.
which I can't do
I
at all.
know. I'm with you on that. I don't know, man.
I mean, I can, but
Yeah,
it panics
you have
me.
to spend time. People
Yeah.
looking at an analog clock and immediately knowing what time it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking how?
I know.
Like, how have you gotten that down pat?
Yeah. So there
Maybe
was
they
a
just
bunch
have
of
one.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
But even
Because
if
I used to be able to read an analog clock because those were like the most common
It's
type
more
of
of
clock.
just like a practice thing.
Yeah, like I would see them more. Like my family had analog clocks for like a big part of my childhood. It was only whenever, like I think around like 2005 and onward is when like digital clocks started being a lot more common.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped reading analog clocks, and now I feel like I'm in the same boat where it's just like I look at one, I have to like actually think about it, be like, oh, where the fuck is the 2 in the hand? But I don't know. I think it's just we're not exposed to it as much anymore. It's fine. It's kind of like I don't even know how to write in cursive anymore.
True.
I haven't written in cursive for like
I don't
20
even know how to
years.
fucking read cursive.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. But no,
You used to be able to.
Yeah.
even when I was learning like analog clock, because when we were growing up, we had to learn that shit. I could not. It was very difficult for me. So
Fiona's just like fucking getting on everything.
yeah, Fiona's pulling everything, and poor Fiona.
Damn whale.
Whale
She's a killer
moment.
whale.
Look at her. Anyway, sorry, I was distracting from the immoral animals that we were reading about.
Oh yeah, I mean, we already know about them chimps, right? They're no good.
Yeah. They rip off your fingers and shit and your ass cheeks.
Let's see what it says about ass cheeks here. Chimps have
I
been
knew about the
witness-
fingers thing
Yeah.
because they don't want you to use them to get revenge.
No, they do it specifically because they know it's not gonna like kill you. They
Well, no.
want to hurt you as much as possible without killing you first.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think that I've read that they've attacked the fingers specifically because they know that those are the most useful way of like doing damage, at least like in their understanding. Because they think about their own fingers. They're like, oh man, I would hate if my fingers were gone.
They go for face, fingers, genitals,
Yeah.
and
So
then
you can't reproduce and your children can't get revenge.
yeah.
I feel like none of it is really even that. I don't think there's much thinking going on.
No, there is for sure.
I really
They-
don't feel that way.
chimpanzees-
Let me pitch my
Okay.
theory.
Because they war against each other. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I believe it. Hey. So when I'm thinking about like soft, vulnerable parts and things that are like it would be a fucking cakewalk for them to just break fingers,
Yeah,
especially human fingers.
for sure.
And that's like they don't want to like put in a tremendous amount of effort. They don't want to like snap a leg or an arm bone over their knee or anything, right? Like they're just going to go for the things that do the most damage, period. And as quickly and with as little effort as possible. So that's genitals, face, fingers,
I feel
neck,
like
maybe.
it would be like way more because they're not dumb. Like they kill
Mm-hmm.
monkeys and other chimpanzees very
Right.
often. They know what kills them.
Yeah.
They would kill you if they wanted to just kill you.
Oh, I agree.
They're
but
trying to torture you. And they go after the valuable things first. Even the guy who got pulled in underneath, like the monkeys. Remember those? I was
yeah, I
telling you about?
agree that they're not looking to kill.
Yeah, they're looking to maim first.
Yeah.
And then kill.
Yeah.
They do that very
Uh-huh.
often.
I just mean all of the like extra thinking about like why they're doing a particular thing.
Mm.
I don't think there's that much thought going on where like, oh, this you like you were probably being rhetorical, or I don't know what the word is.
Hyperbolic.
But like they're not going after genitals because they want to prevent you from reproducing. I don't think they're going after your hands because they know you'll be able to fight back if you have your hands. I don't think there's that level of cognition. That's my opinion.
I am the queen of hyperbole, I will say. But no, I think
But I think that I've actually read that. Whether that's true or not is like,
Yeah.
it's the internet. Who cares? But I have heard that from
Yeah,
other people,
I mean,
not just
I-
Anissa.
Yeah, I would trust the experts on that for sure. If they're saying that, fine.
monkeys
I
are
just know that I've heard a tremendous amount of like bullshit about like just general dog pet cognition that's just been proven to be just outright false over the years.
You're right.
animal behavioralism is a very behavioralism.
Beats me.
I don't fucking know.
I believe you.
Whatever. Is one of those things where it's ever changing and a lot of it depends on like the question that you're asking,
Hmm.
on like what answer you're going to get and
Right.
how you ask it to the animal.
Yeah.
Which is fine and fair.
Well, I'm reminded of that
But-
one that you mentioned recently.
The chickens.
The chickens, yeah.
Yeah. And that like is true, but there are a lot of experts that I even watched I think they're called primologists, the people who study monkeys specifically, and she was talking about chimps, like they war with each other, and they kill and murder and maim like intentionally.
Yeah.
It's an intentional thing.
Yeah.
And whether or not they're like, I like my genitals, so like I'm gonna take away the thing that I like on me. There is like some level for sure of understanding of like what they're doing, because they would just kill you if like they would just kill you. I think. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's fair to even think of them in the same way that we think of other people.
Yeah.
As well, it's like, you know,
they're not dumb.
Yeah, and there is a culture as well to the animals.
Yeah, that's what this primologist, I think that's what they're called. She was saying that chimps and other great apes, old world apes, have culture where they do things differently depending on where you are in Africa, like what tribe you're looking at, and like if you teach them something, they'll learn it and they'll teach it to their offspring. So you'll see different. She was one of them was like, a gesture in one troop means friendliness, and in another troop it meant sex. So it was like way more sexualized in one troop than the other.
That's so interesting.
Things like that going. It's very intricate, which is cool. But
very cool.
Did you guys ever hear about Coco, the gorilla?
Yep.
Who knew sign language apparently?
Yeah.
But you know, people have come out since and said like, oh, she didn't really know sign language.
Right.
It was just kind of like the researchers just really wanted her to know sign language, so they kind of like framed it in a way where it looked like she did.
Yep. That happens like sadly pretty often. Like
right.
They don't even know that they're doing it, but they just want something to be true so bad that
like
right, which is where I think a lot of the misinformation about like animal cognition that you talk about comes from. I think people just really want dogs to be able to understand them, and they're like, oh my god, my dog can understand me because I did this, and this is proof. But like I think it's just kind of like, I think you attach so much of your people what's it called, they
personify
they personify animals a little too hard to where they believe that they can communicate with them.
I actually feel the opposite of that, and this is like strictly basically a feeling, but I think that we out of guilt separate ourselves way too aggressively from other animals. Like I think that other animals are way closer to being on our playing field in a lot of ways when it comes to like connection, love, empathy, you know, community in some way, culture. And I think that we remove that from them a lot of the time because we don't want to admit that, like,
it's so interesting. Yeah, I agree. It is funny in the ways that it shows up though, because like Dane's example, it's like that's so true. Like pets at home, we're the craziest with like giving them a whole personality and putting so much shit on them.
Yes, that's true.
But to like creatures in the wild, we're like, yeah, that thing's like another alien species.
Yeah.
It doesn't know what sadness or guilt is.
Yeah.
It's like
they're evil.
That's
why I was laughing about the person calling animals evil.
yeah.
Like that's like literally not applicable to anything in nature.
So I think basically what we're trying to say is like it's probably an in between. I think that like, you know, dogs have their own thing going on that is probably very separate from humans, and we want to make it like us, so we'll project a lot of things onto them. I think that that's true, but I think that we like very often kind of, I think because we want to be able to own dogs and shove them in like a laundry room for 14 hours a day and not feel bad about it, that will kind of rob them of like a lot of things that they are and probably feel and need.
Yeah.
You know, that's all. But yeah, no.
I agree.
So it's both kind of, I guess.
Yeah, totally. I love that. I love talking about which animal is the evilest.
Well, was that the evilest, the chimpanzee?
It seems like it. I'm just so glad we got a topic for this video. Which animal is the most evil?
Oh yeah,
true. Okay, so it says, even more horrifying, chimps have been witnessed to gang up on fellow chimps, resulting in death. The below footage is disturbing because it shows a group of male chimps attacking a fellow troop member, but it also shows that a specific high-ranking troop member protected the victim after the attack, suggesting that some chimps do have the capacity for empathy and compassion. So it's the idea, if you have the capacity, if we recognize that you have the capacity for empathy and compassion, it's actually maybe a little bit worse when you do something
I would argue
violent.
It's way worse. That's the same with dolphins.
True.
Those things will F anything they come into contact with, basically.
Oh, they finished they finished it.
Oh.
This is the final
animal.
By definition, evil is an intentional lack of compassion. An animal that lacks consciousness, self-awareness, cannot be considered evil because it doesn't know the difference between right and wrong, which leaves us with only one remaining candidate.
Dolphin.
Humans.
Oh, I mean, that's true.
I guess that's technically
Such a fucking meme.
Most dangerous game.
I need to respond on Quora. Shut the fuck up. We aren't talking about that bullshit. Yeah, we know we evil. So what? What's number 2?
You know what's so interesting? The ape lady that I was listening to talk, because we're one of the great apes, right? Humans. The second most like high population great ape behind us is chimps. So it feels like the two most evil apes. Like gorillas are very peaceful. They're very peaceful animals. Orangutans are super peaceful animals, and their populations are much smaller. Even bonobos have a very small population, and they're very nice. The two most evil great apes, and I feel like our population increase is almost like a direct reflection of how shitty we're willing to be.
Yeah.
Like chimps are like they have a pretty big population, but humans are like, and we
probably
suck.
not a coincidence that we came up with that Planet of the Apes movie as well.
No, for sure it's
And all of the apes in that movie, they're usually like they're chimpanzees.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, kind of the I want to say the orangutan in those films. They're like kind of chill.
Yeah.
They're like smoking.
They are the
reefer.
most likely animal that we would go to war with, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, except for dolphins.
Yeah.
Do you think we might be having World War Ocean?
I mean, I just feel like dolphins are more, I don't know. I've heard a bunch of marine biologists talk about how none of them like dolphins because they're fucking mean.
Man, thank goodness dolphins don't have hands because they do fuck.
Well, they
shit with
do.
them.
They have hands under their flippers.
Oh, true. That's creepy.
Which is very creepy. I don't like that. What the fuck is with that? Oh,
yeah, I'll put in an image of what the hell Anissa's talking
the
about because
X-ray
it
of a
sounds
dolphin fin.
Yeah.
Well, can the hands fire a gun? That's the
No.
most. Okay, well, we're safe.
Can I make a statement?
As long as it's politically correct.
The moray eel is the most non-mammal looking, or the most mammal-looking non-mammal.
What
Sure,
the
yeah.
fuck? Why
Okay.
do you think that?
The moray eel is the most mammal-looking non-mammal.
Because it looks like it has skin.
It looks like a little
guy.
cat guy or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can kind of get what you mean. It's got more of like a structure to its face.
Yeah, it looks
Eels.
like
Yeah.
it would be closer to a dolphin.
Is
than
the moray eel the one that you mean to
Yeah,
say?
that's what I said. Moray eel. Hello.
But like the texture of a moray eel's skin is kind of like
Soft.
it feels like
Oh, yeah,
it
the
feels
big
like it would
one.
be soft like a
Wow.
dog or a cat.
Yeah.
Right, and it has proper teeth. It's got like an elongated snout.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got arms, it's got legs,
Did you-
it's
did-
got
did you
teeth, it's
come
got
up with that on
eyes.
its own, on your own?
I did.
Well, I got to hand it to you. That's cool. I like that comparison. I do like that comparison. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah. I was
But-
just looking at
Eel pictures the other day.
I was looking at moray eel pictures the other day on the
And-
internet.
You're sounding like kind of like what I would sound if like my 6-year-old cousin like told me like a Mario theory or something.
A Matt Pat
No,
Mario
I'm genuine about it. I love this shit.
Yeah, never thought about it that way.
theory.
I guess Mario and Luigi are the Bummer bros.
I love this idea that like the other day, like in our free time, Anissa's like frantically like looking up more AEO facts and animal facts on her computer. Meanwhile, I'm like looking up like what the fuck did Woody Harrelson do? Why do I have the idea that I hate this guy? And I'm like trying to research it.
If a murder happened in our area and the detectives were like looking through our browser history, they'd be very confused.
Yeah.
They're like trying to figure out if we did it, and they like look. It's like, is moray eel the most mammal-looking non-mammal? What did Woody Harrelson do? Is a jackal an asshole? Like
Evil. What is most evil animal?
Did you find out what Woody Harrelson did? Because I had heard a conspiracy that he covered up a murder with somebody.
He was a hitman. Wasn't there a conspiracy for a while that he shot JFK or something?
No, I don't know. I think nothing that ridiculous. I heard a realistic sounding one that he had covered up someone else, like somebody else's wife died, and he had
the
covered
boat.
up.
The boat. You're talking about the boat, I think.
I think I think that was
there was a famous
Christopher
person.
Walken. That was Christopher Walken and somebody else.
So that's a different one.
Yeah, that's a different one. That's
So,
a long time ago.
For the listeners who don't know, two guys went on a boat with their wife. One of them, their wives.
Yeah.
And the wife didn't come back. She died.
Yeah.
And
people had said that they heard screaming out on the water, and then they came back and basically they were like, "Yeah, she drowned."
Yeah.
Oops.
So there's like the rumor that they murdered her, right?
Yeah. At the very least, threw overboard and thought, "Oh, maybe she'll swim back," but then she didn't.
Yeah. Allegedly. Oh
Allegedly, this is a conspiracy theory.
Fiona, what the fuck is that?
She's been doing that for the last 10 minutes.
She loves relaxing. Just like me, I love relaxing.
Why?
Yeah,
I'm very human.
I love relaxing too. I'm actually really chill.
Yeah.
Did you find out what Woody Harrelson did?
No, I think he's just a guy.
Yeah.
Also,
He may have
somebody on
killed
Reddit
someone.
claimed that he went to their prom and fucked one of their friends and didn't call her back.
Wait, really?
Yeah, this was like, the Rampart thing that he's famous for saying. That was like one of the things that derailed it. Somebody came in the comments and was like, "Hey, Woody, just wanted you to acknowledge this thing that happened," and he was just like, "I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Let's talk about the movie."
Opposite story to that. Lil Uzi showed up to some Arab's wedding and was doing the dub key. And I thought that was pretty cool. I think he got invited randomly, maybe. I can't remember, but he showed up and he was doing the dub key.
Who was that?
Sick. Lil Uzi.
Okay, so Woody Harrelson L and Lil Uzi W.
Yep.
Common Lil Uzi W.
Common Lil Uzi W. Except for the gem that they put in their head, not Lil Uzi W. That was a Lil Uzi L.
Well, that powers his heart.
Uzi a they them?
I think so. I think Lil Uzi is they them.
That gem powers his heart, Iron Man style.
Steven Universe.
Yeah, I don't like that gem. That's gross.
He became Steven Universe. They became Steven Universe. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure Lil Uzi is they them. Please look it up.
Let's look it
Please
up.
look up that I'm not drunk.
I'm loving the history today.
I don't pay attention to like rap culture very much at all unless it's like Kendrick Lamar specifically. But I like Lil Uzi. So
Lil Uzi Vert said at one point, taking the time to figure out who you are is a big part of what it means to be alive.
Amen.
Yeah,
So
something about gender
statement is
nonconformity while adopting they them pronouns.
They them.
Okay, there you go.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lil Uzi squirt, more like.
What?
What?
Squirting out
Facts? I
gender
don't know.
nonconformity facts.
Yeah, he was
I don't
actually
know,
squirting
just
facts.
playing with
Squirting facts.
just playing with the gender and sex thing today.
Was squirting blood out of their forehead after removing the gem.
After it was ripped out of his head.
Right. The gem was ripped out of. Right? Was it taken?
Well, Thanos was like, "I need to put this on my glove," so he ripped it off of his head.
Thanos.
Oh.
Thanos ripped it off.
I've never seen the Avengers movie, so I didn't know that.
I think that happens to one of the characters. He has a gem on his head that Thanos needs.
Yeah, and then Thanos.
And that's as far as I know.
He reaches over with his big Thanos fingers and he plucks it. He says, "Mine."
He says, "Give me that."
He says, "I got your nose."
I got your gem.
I got your gem.
Man, I don't even know how I knew that little Uzi Vert fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, spitting. Someone's spitting today.
I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I can't remember my PIN code for my credit card, but I can remember Little Uzi's pronouns.
Yeah, that's fucking Gen
Maybe
Z
you need to
brain rot.
make your pin like a memorable fact like that.
Oh,
like the year that Lil Uzi was born or something.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. I should make
But don't make it that.
I should make a mind palace.
I
Start
don't think your
storing
brain's meant for mind palaces.
No, I can't see anything.
Although it
More
might
like
be
a
good.
mind apartment.
Yeah.
No, I can't see anything. So
Yeah.
when Ian was explaining, Ian tried to explain to me like a mind palace, and I was so confused what the fuck he was talking about because he's like,
I
you
don't
have
know
to
what
like,
that is.
well, it's like for memory's sake, you make an actual house or a palace in your head with rooms, and then you put things in different rooms.
Mhm.
And
Well, that's
I was like,
psychotic.
what the?
That doesn't make
fuck
any
are you
sense.
talking about? Do you do that?
I have no reason to do that. I'm not like a magician or doing puzzles or anything like that. I just
You're not like a
grind.
wizard that needs
No.
to.
I'm
My
just
brain
grinding.
doesn't operate like the SpongeBob
Oh, wait a
brain
minute, wait a
with
minute, wait a minute.
SpongeBob's running around.
Okay, Anissa and I had some disagreements this morning.
Oh god.
Cuz I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty fucking what's the word? I sometimes need a little coaxing to do some tasks around the house.
We fought while on our run. We fought
Yeah.
the full 35
Yeah. It was a
minute
run fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ian halfway through the run was like, I like it when we fight during runs. It makes it go by faster.
Yeah. Well, it didn't make it go by faster. It was just like it gave me a little bit of like intensity in the run.
Yeah.
So I was like,
oh, nice.
yeah.
It upped your performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, it was a task. fight.
yeah. I was thinking maybe if I put some of the household tasks and duties in my mind palace,
Oh.
that might be the trick.
Yeah. So specifically the fight, I can't believe we've gotten to the level of marriage where we're fighting about shit like this, but when I go to cook dinner at night, sometimes the pot is not cleaned that I want to cook with.
Mhm. And we have a deal. We basically made the deal. Hey, if you cook the food, lovely wife, I'll clean the dishes.
Yeah, that's the
When I
arrangement.
feel like it.
Which is such a heteronormative agreement,
Yeah.
you know.
But yeah, I mean, it's I've been good with the dishes, but man, those pots, man. Those pots and pans.
Well, the thing is, you gotta let them soak.
I know.
He doesn't even do that.
I
I
don't.
sit on the stove and I look at it and I'm like, what it's all crusty, and then I have to spend 15 minutes like
I think my brain goes like, oh, she ain't gonna need that for another 24 hours at least. You know? And I'm like, that's more of like a big task. That's a big item. We're gonna need plates to eat on in the immediate.
Yeah.
But I forget that we cook so much at home. You cook so much at home that is actually as important as the other, you know, forks and knives and
we need the
shit.
pots.
But I'll put that in the kitchen room in my palace.
Oh.
How about
Is the
this?
thought.
Because this is what I do. Just get another pot so you can rotate them.
No, but then things get out of hand when you do that.
We also just don't have great storage right now
Yeah,
for
that's
the
true.
pots and the pans.
Yeah.
We just kind of throw them in like what almost seems like a broom closet.
Well,
That's not true. It's a pantry. it's like a pull-out drawer.
What I'm saying is
you
the
can just
way
put them on the stove.
Yeah, we do.
you're
that
gonna use them anyway.
sometimes. Yeah, we do that.
Do.
do. Yeah, I don't know if any of y'all relate to this premise, but like when I was growing up, my family was not organized with the pots and pans. We basically had a place for them to go, but it was never like satisfying. Like with cups and plates, they all like, unless you have like a wild like novelty sets of cups and plates, they'll stack and you can put them in there and it's all regular. There's places for them to go. But the big handles of the pots and pans mixed with cutting boards and mixed with fucking food processor and dingy dongs and fiddly winks, like it sucks. And you just shove them all into the general like cavity. And it's not good.
Yeah, we had a little lazy Susan.
Yes,
in the corner,
cabinet.
in the cabinet, yeah, bottom.
Yeah,
and that's where you'd put all the stuff.
Yeah, that's not a bad method. I think we had that going on.
Yeah,
I think what we need to do is we need to take all the flat items like cutting boards and find a specific zone for those. And
oh, I agree with that. I think the flat
and with some of the
stuff,
other things like the pans.
Yeah. We have to reorganize the kitchen. I also want to get like pan hooks to put somewhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
To hang some pans. And I also want to get stainless steel pans.
Did you guys not go through with the idea of redoing your kitchen?
We did not.
We abandoned that. We have more
figured.
important things to focus on, like
Yeah.
podcast, taking pictures of
Petting the dog,
petting the dog, going
sleeping, shitting, pissing.
to the mall,
Yeah.
trying on different underwear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Finding
That's a lot
good
of stuff
fitting
to do
underwear.
already.
Yeah.
And that's just the stuff that he could think of at the top of his head. So yeah, kitchen's not being redone.
No.
What else did you want to? What were you talking about? You were talking about like tearing down half your house.
Yeah. No, I think we're all done. I mean, we'll redo the we'll do some landscaping.
Yeah.
We want to give more
Yeah,
room
yeah.
for our frogs to hop around because Merlin's
Yeah.
getting up there in age, man. He needs a place to stretch his legs.
Yeah. Also, we'll like put out like a little teaser. I kind of already put it on Instagram and Twitter. But Creator Clash 3, we're now like cooking on it and, you know, working on seeing the parameters of what we're working with, and it's becoming more real. So the idea of like renovating while it feels like we're definitely going to be working towards.
Yeah. Also, y'all have given us some really good recommendations for people influencers, creators who might be interested in fighting. They're a lot better than fucking blindly shooting out names like PewDiePie and shit like that. So keep them coming. If you do have an influencer that you that you think would be a good fit, like let us know in the comments.
I've got a good idea.
We're matching.
PewDiePie would probably want to do it.
Oh my god. PewDiePie would not want to do it.
Yeah.
He's strong. He's got a big buff arm and he's sexy and
He has
kissable.
tattoo. So maybe he wants to fight.
Maybe he wants to do tattoo battle.
Oh.
I'll hit him up again.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Who knows? Maybe
He might be in a
maybe
different
if we
place.
give him someone real weak,
real
weak, that might butter his bread.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to hit him up.
Jacksepticeye.
Oh, Jack would.
Jack ain't weak.
Jack's.
I did the punching machine with Jacksepticeye and Markiplier.
Yeah, he had the hardest punch out of all three of you.
He had the hardest punch. So
Well,
the Irish in him.
the fighting Irish. All right. I mean, that's it for the podcast.
Oh, the last thing I wanted to say, because we didn't bring it up, but it meant a lot to me. Me and Ian were walking Merlin yesterday. It was a while ago now, once this goes out. But we got a drive-by words of encouragement by two really nice people who I saw in the distance, and I was like, those people look cool. I don't want to make eye contact with them because I don't want them to think I'm weird. But then they said nice things to us, and it was like a drive-by thing. And I just want to let them know that I really appreciated that. I thought that was...
would you like to reveal what they said, or is it maybe too personal?
No. Yeah, they basically just said, what was it? It was like, don't listen to them.
Yeah, they
Don't
literally...
listen to
They were like...
it was like...
They were like... Well, what they said is
at
like...
first, I was like, I don't...
No. They opened with, I love you guys.
Oh, yeah. It was I love you guys.
And then they said, don't listen to them.
Yeah.
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 And they yeah.
Which was nice because not a lot of people want to like sweep that. idea under the rug
Yeah.
that we are like kind of fighting a little bit of a battle online.
Yeah.
And you know, to have someone acknowledge it was kind of like a little bit different and kind of cool.
It was relieving because it wasn't even like a question. They were just like, I'm aware that this is going on.
Yeah.
And they were super nice. So it was
lovely.
It just felt good to know that like that's the type of people who are like watching and supporting our content, because I thought they look cool from afar. And if that's who's like watching and interacting with our stuff, like that's pretty like, I don't know, it felt good. So
hell yeah.
If you're watching, thank you.
Yep. Shout out Seattle. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Next episode, we skipped the ombudsing today, just because we, you know, obviously we had a lot on our mind. Yeah. But we're gonna ombuds next time. Might even do some viewer calls, and many, many more things to come.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and we might even eventually take away the live switching from Anissa and give that to a mysterious ghost.
Oh, a ghost.
Not Dane, a ghost, so that we don't even have to worry about that aspect. We might give it to the AI. We might let the AI control our life.
I'm letting my inner millennial out right now.
She ruined my career podcast live switching.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just imagining the TikTok voice.
Mm-hmm.
This is my millennial. This is millennial.
Doing this?
Peace sign, yeah.
What's this?
That's millennial too. Well, no, this is Gen Z apparently. Gen Z.
All I know is the heart.
That's millennial.
Different.
Yeah,
I know.
So
I don't even know how to do the other one.
You just did a fucking gang sign.
It's like
shit.
That's rough.
Some shit like this.
I think it's something like this.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Dean is doing it right.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like a heart.
It's creepy. Putting your fingers like this, like. I'm
trying to. Yeah, like
this
that.
Is like, yeah.
So
I'm intentional.
So
that looks like a heart.
Yeah.
Gen Z, millennial, millennial, Gen Z.
Interesting. Okay.
German, English.
True.
I didn't get it.
It's like an Inglourious Bastards thing. Anyway.
Okay. Anyways.
Thank you so much for watching. Hasta.
Vista.
Bye, baby.
Bye, babies.